What began 3.5 months ago has all built for this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. He could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the second-ranked team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Third down of the opening drive of this championship game. Dropping back, it's Morton. Snags the quick throw. Not much after that catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's an outbound. The catch made. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. Let's reel in. It's Montgomery. Tackle made after a big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They're going to run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Knights pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. The sure hands. It's Hughes.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball.
Pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking to throw yet again. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just 2 inches short of the first down line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Has it back to the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Knights. Methodical but effective, probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. it out. It's Williams. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Running back with the football. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Morton. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied.
And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Carter.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
They're going to run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's second down here. Going with the old counter run here. Now test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? That's the RPO caught to the right. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
On the run, it's Junior. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Morton. Gets made on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting them to touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14, UCF 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ashley. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressured and dropped back on the 8-yard line.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looks to the left for a quick throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Knights will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's brought down immediately on that one. Had a gutsy to try a return, but the coach may have preferred a fair catch. Comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To the air.
By the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. And the receiver's got it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Joyner.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. to pass. It's Jackson. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. The defense comes down on it.
So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So now it's 3rd and short from the +24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Receiver in motion now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. This offense is still clicking.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Single back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Defense not pressing this time. Looking deep downfield with the left. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Makes it look easy. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick this deep and begin the 2nd half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Looking for some space. It's Montgomery. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Jackson. The pocket breaking down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Burke. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. There's a screen pass to the running back.
Obvious that the blockers are getting out in front, getting downfield. Put the ball right on the back. Let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
The Knights have first and 10 here. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. Right down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first.
So special, he kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Offense facing second and goal. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Moves out of the pocket. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship that put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Williams. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line, it's Carter. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
First down at 10. On the ground, it's Joyner. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
First and 10 play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. Got the first down and still motoring. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And the Red Raiders hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in the lineup. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And he stopped in the 18, returning, trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To throw, it's Jackson. With the catch, it's Hughes. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They'll run it from the gun.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out.
17.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Graham behind the line. It's Hughes. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. First down and more. He's still running. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
That's caught. It's Montgomery. They get him to the ground, but it's first down at the 28.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver to throw. It's Jackson. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important moment here in this championship game. Third down and short in the 9th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets into the end zone.
Down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Two-man clock with the running game. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Chris, good job here on that stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Grab down the middle, it's Williams. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Second down play coming up for this offense. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, that was a lightning fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The Red Raiders will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And the Red Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Morton. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Grinding away on the ground. Picks up a short gain, but is square the defense flying to the football.
Now, 4 minutes.
The Red Raiders will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Back to pass. It's Jackson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a late, deep throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He can go. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Offense just takes a knee here. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. They become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.